Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review. There's another paid request, this time for MegaPorkChopExpress. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos or topics or randomness or whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for The Happening in 2008. I don't even know what to say about this fucking film, man. I really don't. Uh, if 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 there's not another film to show you M. Night doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, if this film doesn't tell you, I don't know what film will. And there's The Visit, there's Old, there's all these movies that M. Night gets his chances on. I think he got lucky with Unbreakable. Because I like Unbreakable. I think it's his best film. I think he got lucky with it. Because I don't mind Signs. I like Signs. Sixth Sense, eh. Yeah, I don't. It's there. It's okay. I don't hate it, but fuck, man. Like, he doesn't know how people act. He doesn't know how people react. He doesn't know how humans talk. It's like aliens trying to act like humans in so many of his movies with the way he does the dialogue. And I don't buy these critics are saying nowadays, like Scott Mendelson, who goes, it's rarely boring, has aged well in terms of being a bonkers original premise delivered. I can't even say this with a straight face. Delivered with a relatively straight face, just a hint of knowing camp. At its core, the sci-fi chill is essentially, what if one of our more genuinely talented directors made a big-budget R-rated Ed Wood movie? He's attempting a modern-day version of a 1950s sci-fi warrior movie. The film is absolutely invested, and its mother nature is tired of humanity's bullshit premise. Scott Mendelson, you're full of shit. And the fact you get paid to write this shit, it's a travesty. And no, that's not what fucking M. Night was going for. When he's advertising the film back in the day, because I remember this, he said he was inspired by the Paranoia movies, like Eye Snatchers or The Birds. When you watch The Birds, you're not laughing at it. When you're watching The Birds, you're not at campiness. You're only saying that because for some reason you want to suck M. Night's fucking schlong and go, yeah, well, he's not a great director. He's not. The past 10, 20 years have fucking proved that. With Glass, with Old, with The Visit, with this movie, Lady in the Water, The Last Airbender. How many fucking times does this guy have to fuck up before people get the hint? He does not know how to write people. He did at one point with Unbreakable, then maybe that broke him and he's like, he lost it. This is a premise that maybe could work. You take George Romero did a film called The Crazies. Other people have done movies like 28 Days Later, The Rage Virus. You have this type of thing, but for some reason it makes people kill themselves. That could be potentially interesting, the idea of this epidemic of suicide. Could be potentially interesting, scary, creepy, if handled right, if handled well. This is not the case. By the way, why would you make a movie about suicide into a camp fest? Isn't that a bit fucking off someone's rocker? Like, you want to make a movie where mass people commit suicide, but you want to make it campy? No, I think M. Night didn't know what the fuck he was doing. What's next? Last Airbender is meant to be bad. The Viz is meant to be shitty. Those are excuses. Those are lame excuses for incompetence and direction and writing. M. Night is not the fucking great director that people make him out to be. He's proved it again and again and again. I don't know how many more fucking times he needs to do it. He proved it again this year with Old. Yet again. Fucking another shitty fucking dumbass fucking horribly acted, terribly written, with this, like that film with this fucking, what the fuck was the rap character name? There's a character who could rap. He had some stupid name. I can't remember. I evacuated that movie from my fucking bowels. Here, Mark Wahlberg going, what? No. What? No. Zooey Deschanel acted like if a mannequin became... I can't even say... No, that's an insult. Go watch Mannequin with Tim Control. That's how you do that well. This is like... Zoe has these weird looks. It's like a 10-year-old girl got high on her supply. People jumping off... Okay, I'm going off the place. I know. I can't help but fucking... So, you have these two women talking about a book, and then everyone's frozen except one person. I don't know why that one person is fine and everybody else is frozen. Why is that one person not affected while everybody else is? They never explain that. And that happens at the very end of the film, where again everybody's affected except this one person. Why? Do you have some kind of weird sinus thing against the shit from the trees, the plants? So then you cut to people are killing themselves. People are jumping off a roof at a workplace, a construction place. And again, this should be creepy, but it just comes off as silly. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the way people are reacting to it. Again, could potentially be horrifying, but people are acting as if they're part of the Andy fucking Griffith show. Hey, Aunt B, I want my pies ready. Or you tell Opie he don't get them. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg is a teacher. I don't buy that. His performance is the worst performance he's ever given in his career. Oh, guys, he's doing this fake voice, and I don't know what he was doing with this voice. But hey, we're talking about the bees. You know, what do you think about the honeybees vanishing? Well, you don't care? Who did we lose contact with? With whom? What? No. What the fuck was the direction that M. Night was giving him to any of these people? Everyone acts as if they're not a human being. Everyone acts off. The delivery is off or stilted. Like everything, everybody just... It's like aliens trying to make a movie going, this is how humans act. It's a weird fucking experience. And I don't buy, and I go, yeah, the tone meant to be a fun 50s campy bullshit. When you're promoting the film and you're mentioning films like The Birds or The Exorcist, and that, oh man, people were shivering when they came out of it. No, they weren't. They were laughing their ass off. And you don't like that. Because you have a butthurt ego. How do I know that? Remember Lady in the Water? In case you don't, I don't blame you. He literally put a film critic as an evil guy because they made fun of... What was the movie they made fun of? The Village? Might have been The Village they made fun of. So, okay, you're going to go make fun of that. I'm going to put a film critic, and he's going to be the bad guy. And then me, I'm going to cast myself as the author whose book is going to save the world. That's Lady in the Water. That's literally the fucking plot. Don't believe me? Watch it again. If you dare. That's who M. Night is. He's a butthurt, piss poor boy. He doesn't have the talent that people think he fucking does. He fooled people with The Sixth Sense. He fooled me with Unbreakable. I mean, The Sixth Sense, again, it's okay, but I think Stir of Echoes or Kevin Bacon is a better movie than The Sixth Sense. Just my own 2 cents. And then again, Unbreakable is his best film. Then he fucked up with Glass. Fuck Glass. I had a review of Glass, and then months later, because I put the trailer, it got blocked for copyright. A trailer is meant to promote the movie. Maybe they didn't like that I shit on it. Fuck Glass. No, I don't want to review it again. Fuck that movie. Kiss my ass. Just like this movie could kiss my ass. And then you have Alan Ruck from Ferris Bueller's Day Off Speed. He's in like one scene and he disappears. So that's a waste of an actor. Oh, the reason people are killing themselves, thankfully the news somehow knows this. Like, the scientists already know this. While our brains have a self-preservation mechanism, chemical signals to the brain. I'm like, what? Really? We have chemical signals in our brain that have a self-preservation mechanism? First time I've heard of that. Okay, to buy into your plot. You find out it's toxins released from the plants and the fucking trees. The characters trying to outrun the fucking wind. The fucking wind. Characters are trying to outrun the fucking wind. Characters cannot outrun the fucking wind. What the fuck are you doing, M. Night Shyamalan, a fucking ding dong? And he still gets work. That's what pissed me, because made money, the visit made money. Why? And people defend this guy. They still defend this guy. They defend him with Old. They defend him with The Visit. Oh, The Visit was great. What was so great about a fucking movie about two people that you find out are just old ass escaped mental patients, that all they fucking do, somehow, one is like a groundhog under the fucking house, and the other, fucking Diesel, putting shitty diapers in the kids' faces, the same kid that does shitty raps. That was a movie that was so smart that two kids watched their old grandma butt-ass naked with a knife at their door. And when they're talking to their mom, they're going, nothing's wrong. It's okay. Because we don't want to take grandma... You've known this grandma for 2 days. 2 days. That's another... I mean, people don't act like human beings in these fucking films. Not in this movie, not in The Visit, not any... Ever since... I'll give you Signs. Even though there's a case to be made for that. After that, he does not know how human beings react. I swear M. Night is an alien. In fact, his life is probably the ultimate... What a twist! He takes his head off, and it's a fucking alien. It was me all on, Austin! It was me all on! I'm not yelling because I don't want to fuck up my voice. Zooey Deschanel is the girl of the wife of Marky Mark and his Funky Bunch, and she has this... She's like a 10-year-old if she was high. And she's whiny. Don't put my feelings out there for others to see them. John Leguizamo, even his acting's off. They get on this train. There's they think it's terrorist attacks, like chemical attacks. Ultimately, they get on a train. It stopped. Mark Wahlberg's like, I did the way people talk. Oh, come on, individuals, you do not give me these one-answer moments. I don't know what the fuck he said. That's close, though. We lost content. With whom? Everyone. No one acts like this. And no one talks like this. And then the suicides come off as ridiculous. Not horrifying. The guy gets fucking killed by the lion, and something about it comes off as more funny than horrifying. Or a guy who lies down in front of a big fuck-all lawnmower. And then you have off delivery of lines. John Leguizamo, he's gonna go to check on his wife, but then he tells Zooey, do not take my daughter's hand unless you mean it. Just the way he said it, and then like it's Marky Mark, Zooey, and this girl, and there was another group, and they meet this weird guy who loves hot dogs. You know, hot dogs get a bad rap. They got a cool shape, they got protein. You want a hot dog? Stick the hot dogs up your ass. fuck, who gives a shit about hot dogs? What's up with the hot dog guy? What is going on here? And then John Leguizamo is with Brian O'Halloran, yes, the star of Clerks and Clerks 2. It's him driving the car. He has no lines. He has no dialogue. I don't know how the fuck he even got to be a part. I'm like, holy shit, that's the guy that's Dante from Clerks. I know he's supposed to be here today. What the fuck's he doing here? And then they drive, they see a bunch of people hanging. I don't know how the fuck they hung themselves. What, they all got a bunch of ladders and hung themselves? Wouldn't you think there would be an easier way for the suicide? So all these people all found these big ass ladders to climb up to these big ass trees and hung themselves. Again, it's just trying to have an image, even if it doesn't make any fucking sense. Which M. Night does that a lot too. And you try to have scary shots of the wind. Come on, man. You should try to scare me with a lot of shit, but not from the fucking wind. The wind blowing. Blow it out of your ass. You have military privates going up to cheese and crackers. Cheese and crackers? Dip some crackers with cheese, stick up your fucking vagina. I'm tired of this shit. Get some poontang pie in there. And just like, apparently the wind that's carrying the toxins in trees is so poop. What the fuck is going on, man? Shit. I'll run in the fucking wind. And then literally Mark, which apparently this was an ad-lib. Be scientific, douchebag. Apparently Marky Mark ad-libbed that. And M. Night thought that was so good he kept in the movie. Oh no. Are the toxins affecting them? Be scientific, douchebag. Give me a goddamn second. A goddamn second. Give me I'll run in the fucking wind. And they try to do a scare with a plant that is a plastic plant. Where Mark Wahlberg goes up and goes, hello, my name is Slim Shady. No, I'm going to talk in a positive manner. I'm just going to use your bathroom. I hope that's okay. I've talked to a plastic plant. And I get that's supposed to be funny. I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck? This man gets jobs. He made a movie like The Happening. He still got another job. And then because people give him the pass. Oh, this was on purpose. He wanted to an Ed Wood type of movie, but with a big budget. Get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of the pass this motherfucker gets. I'm tired of the other actual good directors that do not get the pass, that do not get the fucking wank fest that this guy gets. But this guy gets such a fucking easy pass so many fucking times. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's bullshit. How much of a pass this guy fucking gets. He gets such a fucking pass. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The reason I get so mad and angry and doing this shit is because I see other directors. The director of The First Power, Lou Diamond Phillips. You may not like the film, but that guy took that in a sincere manner and was a better directing job, I think, Resnick, than what M. Night has done in this and the 10 other movies he's done recently. You know, I saw this one called Butterfly Kisses. I saw this one called, you know, the director, even the guy who did Blair Witch Project exists. I would put him as a better director. You know, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift, Ralph S. Singleton. That was a better directed movie, better handling of actors than this fucking movie. I keep seeing these directors that did The Shaft, did nothing, or they never worked again, or all that. If ands, buts, when, where's, why's, but this motherfucker still gets it. But you say, if he gets one film that's a hit, like Glass, or Old was a hit, then you saw it was a paid request. I saw it online, and I was still felt ripped off. Not by the person who sent the request, by M. Night Shyamalan fucking ding dong. Because I wish he would stop making movies, so that they don't exist anymore. So then it's just Mark, Zoe, the little girl, John Leguizamo's daughter, and these two other kids. They get shot in like the most violent part of the movie. Which again, this whole camp factor, I don't buy. Because he wants to say this is like a campy B movie, but then he puts in a scene where two kids get shot. One gets a big shotgun blast to his fucking chest. But this is supposed to be a campy 1950s B movie. But he literally has a kid who's like 15 years old get his fucking guts blasted from a shotgun. And another one gets shot in the fucking head with a shotgun. But again, based on these credits, and M. Night is a 1950s campy B movie. No. You're excusing his ineptitude. That's what you're doing. Why would you have a campy 50s B movie, but then the concept be about suicide, mass suicide, and have these kids get killed with a fucking shotgun blast to the chest? Get the fuck out of here. And then the next scene is two old women watching the news with a gas mask knitting. That's how consistent his fucking tone was. I just killed these two young kids with shotgun blasts, and the next scene is two old women with a gas mask watching the news knitting. And people, they defend this motherfucker. They defend this motherfucker again and again and again. They defended him with The Visit. They defended him with Glass. They defended him with all dog shit movies, man. I'm tired of this guy getting fucking defended for his bullshit. So then he keeps making movies. When so many better directors deserve more. So many better directors. Fucking ridiculous. So then they find this old woman who's just a bitchy, grumpy bitch for some reason. While you eye my lemon drink. You don't plan on murdering me in my sleep? What? No! And then she gets bit by the fucking toxin plant bug. Hits herself in the fucking glass. So then they're locked up. One's here, one's there. And then they decide, fuck it, we're gonna kill ourselves. And I'm like, you do know you have this little girl who is John Leguizamo's daughter that you're supposed to keep safe? But I guess you're gonna kill her too. Because we want to be together. Well, I don't want to be away from you. Yeah, I get that, but you have this little girl here? What about the little girl your buddy, remember John Leguizamo, your buddy wanted you to take care of? Helped survive? So you're just gonna drag her out to get murdered? Because, oh well. Sucks to be her. But I want to be with my Marky Mark. And Marky Mark's like, I want to be with my Zoe. Fuck the little girl. Fuck what she wants. Fuck trying to save her or make it out or something. Run for it, something. I don't know. But then lo and behold, it just stops. For some reason. Just stops. Just stops. Why? I think they try to do some exposition as to why I didn't care at that point. And then it's somewhere in France, and then it's doing it again. Maybe they set up for The Happening 2, Electric Boogaloo. This movie is just, you take a premise that could be interesting. Mass suicide. If you did it where, I don't think you could say what the explanation was. And then people would have their theories. Is it religious? Is it chemical? Is it supernatural? Is it religious? Is it a form of Left Behind? Is it a form of mind control? Is it a form of alien? Is it a form of chemical? Is it a form of... I don't know if you could have an explanation. Could you? For people out there watching this, could you have an explanation for this? Or would it work better if you had none? Or if you don't go balls out with it, I mean, it's a bit weird to do that with the suicide concept. It'd still be hard to do. Because how do you make a fun movie dealing with mass suicide? That's... Well, I mean, Match of Overdrive is fun, and that's trucks hitting people and them going splat. So I don't know, man. But bad acting, horrible writing. It's not scary. It's not suspenseful unless you're afraid of the wind. It has a campy... No, I don't buy that shit. That M. Night did that on purpose. Like I said... Then he doesn't know how to set a fucking tone. I mean, you could maybe watch this to laugh at. I can understand that. I can understand people laughing at this and riff tracks, all that type of stuff. Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's the only way to enjoy this movie. That's the only way. To try to enjoy this legitimately... Well, Scott Mendelsohn did, but I think Scott Mendelsohn is the same guy that liked cuties, so defended that. So that's Scott Mendelsohn for you. Shitty critic. This movie just fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. I don't know what else to say. It fucking sucks. I'm done. Later.